For nearly 5 decades, Voyager 1 has journeyed alone through the vast, silent emptiness beyond our solar system, an aging spacecraft drifting farther than any human-made object in history, deeper into the unknown than any probe has ever ventured. Long considered a ghost ship of the cosmos, it silently carries the hopes, data, and memories of a distant Earth. Scientists anticipated only the gradual weakening of its signals, as its systems aged and its power diminished. Yet, just when they believed Voyager 1 had entered its final chapter, something entirely unprecedented happened. The spacecraft altered its trajectory not in response to a command from Earth, not due to mechanical failure, but seemingly of its own volition. Even more unsettling, just days before this shift, Voyager 1 detected a low-frequency hum, a sound with no identifiable origin, no match in NASA's records, and no scientific explanation. Now, with its antenna still directed toward Earth, Voyager is either returning or being pulled back. What did it encounter in the darkness? What did it witness that compelled it to turn? To grasp the extraordinary nature of this moment, we must revisit the beginning. In 1977, NASA launched 2 spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, designed to capitalize on a rare planetary alignment occurring only once every 176 years. The mission aimed to conduct a grand tour of the outer planets, using the gravitational slingshot effect of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune to propel the probes deeper into the solar system. Voyager 1's primary objective was to fly by Jupiter and Saturn, capturing the first close-up images of their moons and rings. The photographs it transmitted in the late 1970s and early 1980s revolutionized planetary science, revealing erupting volcanoes on Io, Saturn's intricate ring structures, the enigmatic haze of Titan, and much more. But after completing its planetary mission, Voyager 1 continued onward. It traveled beyond Pluto's orbit, beyond the heliosphere, and into interstellar space, a region never before touched by human technology. Year after year, it sent back diminishing amounts of data, yet clung to one unwavering purpose: exploration. Even as its systems grew colder and weaker, even as the sun's light became a distant memory rather than a tangible presence. For decades, Voyager 1 transmitted faint, delayed signals back to Earth, mostly data on plasma density, magnetic fields, and cosmic rays. But during its 46th year in space, on an otherwise uneventful day, its instruments registered something unprecedented: a faint, continuous hum buried within plasma wave frequencies. Initially, scientists dismissed it as interference or a malfunction in the aging equipment, yet when the same signal persisted and was confirmed by multiple antennas in the deep space network, concern grew. The sound resembled no known cosmic phenomenon, not background radiation, not a solar flare, not originating from any identifiable direction. More hauntingly, it fluctuated in precise mathematical intervals, like a message not meant to be heard but recorded. For weeks, engineers and astrophysicists scrutinized the data, cross-referencing it with every known cosmic event, yet no explanation emerged. Then, without warning, Voyager 1 initiated a subtle but measurable course correction, one no one at NASA had commanded. Suddenly, the question shifted from asterisk, what did we hear? Voyager 1 is powered by an aging radioisotope thermoelectric generator, and its maneuvering capabilities are limited to minor adjustments via small thrusters unused for years. Yet telemetry confirmed it changed. The spacecraft had definitively altered its orientation, as if aligning with something in deep space. Engineers scrambled to determine whether this was the result of a pre-programmed failsafe, perhaps an outdated line of code triggered by a sensor anomaly. But logs revealed no such command. More perplexing was the fact that this adjustment positioned Voyager's camera, irradiated since the iconic pale blue dot image in 1990, toward a region of space with no known celestial objects. No stars, no galaxies, no gravitational anomalies had ever been recorded there. So why point in that direction? What had Voyager detected? And why had it reoriented so precisely? At over 15 billion miles from Earth, there is no autopilot, no corrections, no assistance. Yet Voyager made a decision, or so it seemed. In the weeks following the trajectory shift, the situation grew even more unsettling. Voyager 1's transmissions began arriving with subtle distortions, minor timing and frequency variations that, upon deeper analysis, revealed embedded patterns. These were not errors but deliberate modulations, repeating across multiple data packets in sequences resembling binary logic and harmonic resonance. Scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory (JPL) consulted cryptographers, AI specialists, and linguists. Some theorized these patterns might represent a response, as if Voyager was not merely observing something but being observed in return. The possibility that this signal could be a two-way communication initiated by Earth nearly 50 years ago with the golden record raised unsettling questions. Had Voyager encountered an intelligence that communicates not through radio waves, but via gravitational distortions, magnetic fields, or some unknown medium? And if so, had that intelligence noticed us? As news of the anomaly spread, high-level meetings unfolded behind closed doors. At JPL, a select team of physicists, engineers, and mission veterans convened to assess the situation. What had initially then dismissed as a minor glitch quickly escalated into a heated debate. Some argued it was merely the last gasp of a dying spacecraft, a final malfunction. Others, examining the consistency of the signal distortions and the precision of the course correction, proposed something far more alarming: that Voyager 1 had encountered an unknown gravitational or electromagnetic phenomena, worse, something not naturally occurring. With each new data transmission, the patterns became harder to ignore: geometric ratios, symmetrical intervals, harmonic feedback, all suggesting an intentional structure, as if something was mirroring the probe's activity. The team, torn between skepticism and awe, faced a question no space agency is ever truly prepared to answer. What do we do if this isn't random? As whispers of the data leaked, independent researchers worldwide began analyzing the signal. Some physicists proposed radical theories that Voyager 1 had entered a dark matter interaction field or brushed against a space-time distortion, the kind theorized near massive gravitational anomalies. But one study caused particular unease. AI researchers, using pattern recognition software, found that Voyager's distorted signals bore mathematical similarities to the Arecibo messenger binary radio transmission sent to the stars in 1974. Some sequences Voyager now received overlapped with that very message, suggesting a chilling possibility that an intelligence had received our signal and was now responding, using Voyager as a relay. Was this mere cosmic coincidence, or was it a reply when Voyager 1 launched? Carl Sagan and his team included the Golden Recorder, copper disc plated with gold, containing greetings in 55 languages, music and scientific diagrams meant to introduce Earth to any extraterrestrial life that might find it. Most viewed it as symbolic, a poetic gesture rather than a serious attempt at contact. But now, with Voyager exhibiting inexplicable behavior, attention has returned to that record. Could its contents have been decoded by something Voyager passed near? The diagrams included Earth's location relative to pulses, meaning if anything understood them. Voyager 1 is no longer just a relic. It's a beacon, one that has been broadcasting our coordinates for nearly 50 years. If that beacon was intercepted, the implications are staggering, not just scientifically, but for humanity's future security and survival. As more data is decoded, internal NASA documents suggest a quiet shift in protocol. Project members have reportedly been instructed to avoid speculation about non-natural causes in official statements, instead classifying the event as a data anomaly. But off the record, some insiders admit they are deeply unsettled. Voyager's behavior aligns with no known astrophysical phenomena. It mimics interaction, mirrors intelligence, and adapts as if aware. The growing fear is not just about what it encountered, but what it means. If a machine drifting through the most isolated region of the universe has encountered a presence, a signal, a field, an intelligence that responds, then we face a question we've never had to ask before. Not what is out there, but has something been watching us all along? Voyager 1 was never meant to last this long. It wasn't built to whisper across the stars for half a century, and it certainly wasn't designed to make contact, let alone respond to something beyond our understanding. Yet that may be exactly what has happened. What began as a mission to explore the outer planets has become a cosmic mystery, one where science brushes against philosophy, and awe gives way to unease. This silent spacecraft, now over 15 billion miles from home, may have found something, or perhaps something has found it. The signal distortions, the impossible course correction, the mirrored patterns all point to one staggering possibility. Voyager 1 may have made the first true contact not with life as we imagine it, but with something vast, structured, and observant. If this is Voyager's final chapter, it ends not in silence, but with a question loud enough to shake our understanding of reality. What if we are no longer the observers, but the observed?